Let's try it. Nah, change my mind. It's like a right click to undo, that's useful. Bring it. Oh, that's a cool move. Oh, wow, that's actually really cool. I think it did decent damage too, as far as I can tell. I don't know what move that is. Oh, wait a second. No. No, attack. Yeah, that guy. Do it. Oh, it did nothing somehow. Should have pumped it up or whatever. Do it. You know you want to. You know you want to. What's the extra damage off of that? I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna... Yeah, let's move behind him, see if it does anything. It might do something. One bad thing about games like this, with things like this willpower stuff, is I'm always so hesitant to use it. Badly so, often. Like, badly hesitant, I mean. Finish the job! I got Warden, whatever that means. Only good things, I'm sure. Yeah, let's attack. Okay, why not? Why not? Do it again! Do it again! Just spam it. Haha, double kill! If I move the extra space, that costs a willpower, right? Well, it looks like he still have 8 out of 6. Maybe he just had a buttload? Ah, let's move it. Let's see what happens. 7, yes. Okay, cool. Sanity is intact. They're really not attacking me very much. Which is nice, I suppose. More spin to win! You can't really move anywhere useful. Leave you there. Slap this guy a little bit. For a lot of damage. Why is that 5? I guess it must be a facing thing. There must be a facing arc. Which I wish it explained in the tutorial. That did a lot of damage. Good on ya. Also prevented me from doing my whirlwind attack of funness. Oh wow. Okay, let's try. Oh, I can't unmove once I move. Okay. I'm used to playing like Final Fantasy Tactics, so you can basically rewind the entire turn. Aw, crap. Don't die, little buddy. I did nothing. Ha 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 ha. Flank. And backstab. Yeah, do it. So you are really wailing on me. Can I attack diagonally? Frack. I can't risk it. Not being able to attack, I mean. Pop goes to Wizzo. And yep, you're just gonna sit there. You're next, right, Blondie? Okay, you're dead. Pillage! 2 HP left. Might be smarter to have you flee. How much damage is that gonna do? Let's see. Yeah, just the same amount of damage, I guess. Okay. We need you to be here to clobber this fool. Let's do the 1. Yeah, just finish him off. So that guy's pretty good, just because he's got so much willpower. Gives him a little versatility. The foe's lying dead. Again, okay, I'm too used to that reading. Promotion! Tempered by blood, okay. Way too fast. Plus 10 renown, people know my name. There they are. Gods be damned, I've got to go wash off this blood. Arachik is looking out the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of gold, red, and blues. One banner I know well. Bognir. Next for Varlock Kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guest. See what I deal with all day long? Ah, things make a lot more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying, everything's fine here, when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? What is it? If you happen to stall our guests down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eirik and Valgard hustle from the mead house. To his credit, Eirik tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Show me the city, show me the city. Okay, thank you. Save? Is there a save button? Is it autosave? Day, renown, moral, days of supplies, options. Is this the same button? I can only assume it's auto-saving. Okay, let's see if we have a last save. I guess. Where are we going? The Eldakos with a buttload of ships. That's awesome. Vognir. A familiar Varl steps onto the docks. In your mind, you recall a much younger version tramping the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. Gods, Ubin! You look magnificent! Comes with being old, and if there is Vognir, there must be Hakon. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from poor and stupid old ox? At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorander demands it. I'll take that over-lingering death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returning from Arborang, in fact. And glad for it. And glad... I can't remember. Hakon motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering, golden wolf head emblazoned on red, the king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp! That's better. The king's son, Ludden. Don't you know, Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakon has it. No, wait. Yes, Hakon has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hakon. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should! Give it a day, in better circumstances I'd drink a week away. But, let's be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Mogger, Hakon? Have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strange to you. Guess I'm off to find Mogger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Ludden looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think? Makes sense. Ooh! Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Oh, the first decision. Ooh. I don't think I need to drink with them. They know me. It's fine. I really don't want to hang out with the prince. Is this the right place? You find the prince at an inn. I picked wrong because I'm an idiot. Guards blanket the building, including a sharp-eyed Varl who must be working for Ludden. A woman in red eventually waves you over and stands nearby, arms crossed. Greetings, Prince Ludden. Yes, you are with Wagner? I don't remember you. Not exactly. I've known Wagner a long time. I'll be joining you back at Grofheim with my guards. Ludden looks up for the first time. The woman doesn't react. Why? I work for the king, carrying tithes to the capital. We crossed by chance. Oh, a tax collector. Fine company. What do you want? I have a habit of recording history. I thought we might talk about your visit. A vile historian? Aha! Don't you already know? Your king and mine both have been practically trumpeting it through the cities. I've been on the road a while, I'm afraid. Ledden takes a deep sigh. Whether tired or ungracious, you aren't certain. Maybe both. A formality, mostly. Wagner came to our capital in Abering, and now we go to the Vile's capital in Grofheim to cement this grand alliance for the next age of men in Vile. You sound unconvinced. There's no need for it, and it's damned cold up here. You get the sense he's struggling not to complain outright. You take the opportunity to excuse yourself. Oh, we can do both. Maybe the order matters. We'll see. Scrivener! You find Hakon in a meat house, surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely sees this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon? Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me the trouble. No surprise. What's this time? When I got there, the great hall was already full of corpses. We added a few more. Ha! Humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a fox fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon lets slip a low chuckle. Any Varl would recount his deeds, known as he is for cutting a swath through dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here, I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point, just another reason to go back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. I agonized over that choice for nothing. At dawn, you're awoken by a delivery of goods. At least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with a sun that never moves. The governor's crust adorns the supply leathers. All there, just as promised. To your mild surprise, you wonder if a cleric had anything to do with that. 20 rand. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already there. A while later, Ludden and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mogger steps forward. Wagner's quartermaster, if you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. You follow Mogger and join the others. Usually, the smaller door set into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort. Just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand as well as a whole, you think. Epic music. This reminds me of Guild Wars 2 just because I played a Norn. Hey, Strand, there we go. Look at that long banner. That is so cool. Just like Patapon. Oh, I love the art so much. This is friggin' sweet. I really, really like this art. Time is passing. I have a lot of Varls. You're gonna manage supplies. Interesting. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Mogger, cracking open mead casks, from our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout camp. I will, I don't know, drink a little? You go easy. You've nothing against a good drink, but if anyone is going to keep an eye on things, it may as well be you. The revelers eventually fall asleep without incident. You rise groggily, the campsite a casualty of merriment. Mogger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludden stalking in your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up! Oh wait, it's me. Better wake up, you nudge Wagner. You're needed. Ah, it's Ludden! Always a pleasure. You look well rested. Wagner releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Grofheim? Ha! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. I'm clipping the mic. I'm trying to make him boom. It's probably not the wisest decision to make with this Lack of soundproofing. World map. Click and drag the map to look around. A portrait icon shows where your caravan is in the world. You can also click on any location to get some history about it. When you're done with the map, click the X button at the bottom of the screen. Okay. What is this? The Vast. The waters to the west were named not for their reach, but for their depth. Long ships lost, even somewhat close to shore, are best considered gone to the depths forever. That's cool. Shiver Rock. To the north of Ridgehorn, two long mountains rise out of the vast, like icy spines. To their alarm, Varl stationed in Ridgehorn would frequently see dredge appearing on the rocks, somehow emerging from below. Fortunately, the dredge cannot swim, and while they are a reminder to remain vigilant, they pose no meaningful threat. Sure. Where are we going? Vedderfell. Named bad weather, the gales that blow in from the bay and around the mountain peaks keep Vedderfell in a generally unpleasant state. What really cemented the name was the kind of person who would live there, men cast out from Strand for one reason or another, with nowhere else to go. Where's Strand? Strand. As close as anything comes to a bastion of racial tolerance, both men and Varl compete to scratch out a living in this, the biggest trade city along the west coast. Many people still believe the god Dengler still watches over it, granting good fortune. We still have to... Wait, where are we going? We're going to Verderfall, right? Okay. This is a friggin' huge map. Holy crap. I'm gonna read a couple more. And call it... What's the continent called? Crown! Not continent, zone, country. The long snowfields, tall mountains, and sparse woods of Hraun used to be the gathering place of dredge during the Second Great War. As Varl pushed them ever northward, they took the land and settled it themselves, preferring the cold expanses over the warm, busier lands of men to the south. Now the territory is almost entirely Varl. We're heading towards the last gate. The crossing of the small bridge leading from Verderfell onto the Wandering Road marked a small but significant moment in which the Varl truly separated itself from Handy in search for their own land. Last two, the Wandering Road. At the end of the First Great War, the Varl had more to contend with than mankind to the south. Above the Brataberek peaks of the lands crawled with furious, war-minded dredge. The first Varl king, Einar, led the entire Varl race across the snowy fields of the Wandering Road, sweeping away dredge as they went before forming the first Varl kingdom at Einartoft. The Hanged Man, a curious formation of peak straddled on two sides by natural passes. The singular snow-capped summit between them stands lonely and alone. Okay, let's see. Did it save? Let's see, it saved. And with that note, this will be the first couple episodes. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.